And here we are for game 3. Game 3, match 3. I never know what to call it. The last one we're going to do. That's what it is. It's hard for me to toss a hand that starts with preordain. It's like we don't really know what we need, but we can, whatever it is, we can go find it. We can kind of answer early creatures. We've got one of our kill conditions. The mana's good. So things are looking good. All right, another ramp deck, which is pretty common to see. We'll lead with the basic because kind of don't really need anything. I don't mind hitting another land drop because we're going to want to get to Storm Breath. I don't particularly want it to be a Plains though. And I'm also not super interested in Flame Slash when I've got Is It Charm and Roast. So I think I'm actually going to bottom both of these. Like if this was a mountain, I would keep it. That's a better draw than either of those would have been, because like it's highly likely we're going to Is It Charm whatever they play here, or Roast it. I wasn't expecting to see a Sylvan Advocate given that we just saw one, but yeah, here we are. And if I want to Roast it, I need to play a red source. It's kind of funny, that's what Roast is for in Standard, is killing that guy. Now that may be spewing my removal out a little bit too quickly because we don't know much about their deck. Well, them having the Sower of Temptation is not so great, because they can just negger and make the Soulfire Grandmaster, take the Soulfire Grandmaster. I think that means I have to let them do whatever they're going to do with Ashiok. Play this to hit her. Let them have it, and then hit them with the Storm Breath Dragon. I guess if they take it, I can Is It Charm my own dude. Yeah, we're starting to find a line here, but it's not a great one. I can upkeep tap a land. That's probably what I want to do here. Just take them off black. That's the most likely removal color here. Like if they've got removal, they've got to do it now. Okay. This is why Ashiok is good. It is very difficult to deal with this card, especially given the hand that we're holding. Well, there goes our Is It Charm, but we've still got the Storm Breath Dragon to try to get in there potentially. This was a very good start to kicking our butt. It's us now, not just me. You're in this with me. You've watched this far. Shelldock Isle. Well, whatever it is, I get to cast it next turn. So I can hit Ashiok for 4, or I can hit Ashiok for 4. Sure. I don't think there's a reason not to play this now, because A, they know about it, and B, it can hit Ashiok next turn. Oh, what is her ultimate? 10. Well, I could borrow her, cast my Sower of Temptation, take that. I could just borrow her and -9 her. Zealous Conscripts is so good, just dirty good in this cube. And now I can, she's just gone, I guess. We don't have to worry about her anymore. She's just gone. I thought I got to cast a spell if I did that, but I guess if she's not in play, you don't get to. They know about the Storm Breath. Well, I'd still rather just use most of my mana. Like, the consideration there was this is probably the last turn I can kill the Mana Gorger Hydra at all. But I can just play the Batter Skull and eventually burn them out with this. So I think I like that. Can Monstrous this, hit him for a big bit. That at least prevents us from casting spells. If I don't cast the Sarkhan this turn, I'm not going to get to. And if I don't cast the Batter Skull this turn, I'm not going to get to. That does make this huge and a threat, but I think I'm supposed to do the things. Like, their guy gets huge. Or they just scoop. I don't... We're probably winning this game, but not 100%. It would be difficult to lose it from that state. That was an amazing rip, but like we needed a way to deal with Ashiok, and we found one with the Zealous Conscripts. They're so good. Do not underrate that card. And you saw how scary Ashiok was. Like, we were just dying. We were losing easily. I think given what we've seen there, again, I'm less interested in the Spellskite and more interested in the Slag Storm. Just because it can do 3 to a Planeswalker, and sometimes that's what you need. The Roast is fine. The Flame Slash is fine. Pillar of Flame is okay, but not great. Izzet Charm at least gives us a way to stop a turn 3 Ashiok, potentially. It's one of our few counter spells, so I think I like it for that purpose. Yep, let's do that. Mana Gorger Hydra is actually a bit scary. This looks fine. It's got some of the cards we wanted. It needs to rip some lands, but we put lands in the deck. We didn't not put lands in the deck. At least I didn't, unless you snuck them in there when I wasn't looking. So we kind of have to go a pair of each because we don't know exactly what we're going to want to do on turn 3. It's likely to be Dissolve, but not necessarily. So if I play the Shelldock Isle now, I have the advantage of getting it in play, but I take myself off of Slag Storm next turn. Meaning we're committing to either roasting something. I think I'd rather have the no, because they're going to play Ashiok if they've got it. And if they pluster the Slag Storm, doesn't stop the problem. None of these cards are particularly good for us, in that we won't be able to play them fast enough for it to likely matter. So I think I'm just going to take the Solemn. We know, unless we do a shuffle, that before they're able to mill us out with Ashiok, we can get a Plains with it. Now, if we had Counterspell in the deck instead of Dissolve, this would obviously be way better. And if I rip a Mountain off the top, maybe we're a little sad. Alright, so they hit Sower again, plus Fumarole, and Incinerate. Now, Ral can do a thing. So I think we hold up Dissolve / Pestermite, and then look at Ral trying to zap her. Because right now her milling me for a little bit is actually pseudo-helpful. I mean, it ain't great. But we're now playing the Ashiok minigame. I don't want to deal with that. And I wouldn't mind scrying to a land. Burst Lightning. How do I feel about you? I don't think I like you. I want to get to Sarkin mana. Crap. There goes that plan. We were going to rouse Eric and start fighting Ashiok, but now we're not. So I can Slag Storm for a little damage, or I can not let them know Sarkin's coming. Sarkin's coming, and he's going to smack her in the face. I guess Pestermite's probably my line. It makes the Slag Storm a little bit worse. I think I'm going to upkeep it again. And again, they know the contents of my hand except for what I just drew. But I know they've got a Glenalindra, and I don't want them to counter Sarkin. So this at least takes them off of double blue. So they can't go Island Glenalindra with Island up. This means we're at least interacting with Ashiok. Maybe not particularly well, but we are. Blech. 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 Alright, still interacting with Ashiok. We can actually kill her, so the Ashiok minigame is finally over. At least I think we can. Oh no, they're going to play the Sower of Temptation and take the thing. Alright. So what do I want to do here? If I Slag Storm and kill all the creatures, that's handled. I can handle her, but I kind of like it would be really good to just kill the Sower of Temptation, get our Pestermite back, kill the Ashiok. So I think we lead with Preordain. We can still cast all of the other stuff anyway. I'd really like to draw one of our 1-mana burn spells. I should have popped the Scalding Tarn first. Like, Revoker's close to what I want, but not exactly what I want. Flame Slash is exactly what I want. Because now the Ashiok subgame is over. I'm not sure they made the right call there. Like, I guess they were trying to mana screw me. Make sure I couldn't Sarkin them. Dark Petition. Alright, well, whatever they want. They got it. We've scratched a lot of the things to the bottom, none of which I particularly want right now, so I'm not going to pop this yet. That we can sort of interact with. I also would like to draw another land now, so... They don't know about the FTK, and they may take out the Pestermite here. So I'll swing. If not, I guess we're just jamming the FTK and getting a neg counter on this Archmage. I got the Plateau even though we don't really need it. Oh wow. So we're just never interacting with that. Okay. Probably got to attack Nissa here. And make sure she dies. So what happens if I send the FTK at their face? Like, they could have one removal spell. Does one removal spell wreck me? It kind of does, because they just do this over and over. But even if they don't, if they have the removal spell, they'd have to have a 2-mana removal. I don't need to risk this. If I get Nissa off the board, I think we're going to win this game. And I don't mind giving them this trade. Like, sure, you got this. I'll just kill you with the Needle Spires. And get you low enough that the Slag Storm to the face is a real problem. If you ain't blocking, you should attack. Okay. That could be fun later. This is actually a little vulnerable, but I don't think I'm scared of one card. Like, I need that Glenalindra off the table so we can start Sarkening. Sarkhan want to smash. Hey Garrick, what's up, man? Not much, bud. Not much. Sarkhan handles Garrick and leaves. Is there any way to kill them this turn? We should start there. So I take their beast, attack their face with everything. They're dead. So that forces pinpoint removal. And even if they don't have it, they put Garrick to 1. And even if they have the pinpoint removal, they're dead to the Slag Storm. So I think we just go for the kill. Okay. It's like there's lines we could have taken there that play around a removal spell, but I don't think we actually need to at that point, because if they had one, I think they almost certainly would have interacted with the beast earlier, because like 3 damage a turn starts to matter. So sorry we couldn't take that one home completely, but I'll take a 2-1 out of the Cube League. The Reanimator deck had some good draws against us, and it's a fun deck when it comes together, but we also missed our combo pieces, but I think that was a good one, and I'm excited that I did get to read that article and see that I will be able to bring you a Kaladesh draft next Monday. So be sure to be here for that. And do come by the stream and check out the Streamer Showdown. It's on October 7th. You can find more information on the Wizards website. But I'll be playing in a pod with 7 other streamers. The last Streamer Showdown I played in was Legacy Cube, and I won. So I've got the title to uphold. So I hope I see you there. And if not, we'll see you here next Monday at SeemsGoodMagic.com. Y'all have a good one.